You are watching this video because your Nest thermometer is telling you that it has a low battery and that it's not connecting to your smartphone. The first symptom is your house starts to get cold, or your smartphone is telling you that it no longer is connected to the Nest thermometer. So first thing is test and reset your whole internet system throughout your house. And you should be accustomed to doing that. If you're not sure how to do that, I can't show you because everyone's internet and everybody's modem is different. So call your internet provider to reset your internet. Typically, everyone needs to reset their internet every few weeks anyway. So it just involves unplugging the internet modem. Nothing to do with the Nest, but you go over to wherever your modem is and unplug it for 10 to 30 seconds. Plug it back in, let it reset. It takes about 5 minutes. Once you do that, then you can go into your settings of your Nest. I'm going to show you how to do two things. One is make sure internet is connected to your Nest thermometer. And the second thing is to check your battery level within the head of the Nest. Did you know that this Nest system, that the thermometer head comes off the mount by gently tugging? There you go. It comes right out, and these pins plug into here. The pins that are on the back of this plug into here, and that's how it communicates with your furnace and air conditioner. The only reason you would need to pull this off is to connect the charger to this port on the top. The pins on the bottom are for your home internet. The port on the top is to connect in to kind of do like an emergency charge where you can charge the battery back up. Now, let's look at how to see how healthy or strong your internal battery is. To go to settings, basically you walk up to your thermostat and push it to get the numbers to show up. Then you push it again and twist to get this settings set. Be careful not to reset any other settings, and check with your manual and communicate with Nest if you have any technical questions. Scroll through all the way to technical information. This is where you can check the battery health. Push it to get the options in there. You can look at power, push it again. You can see my battery is below the 3.8 volts that it needs to be. So it's going to start telling me again that it has a low battery. And what happens is, typically, in my experience, the Nest is looking for internet all night long, and if it doesn't get your router, maybe you had a power surge, maybe you had a power outage, maybe something went wrong and your Nest system cannot see the internet anymore, it's going to keep transmitting and trying, and pretty soon you're going to end up with a low battery. And so the app on my phone tells me that we need at least 3.8 volts. Now it should charge, and if it doesn't, go reset your furnace, either with the circuit breaker or the on and off switch. And if you're not sure how, you need to talk to your technical people that repair your furnace. But typically, if you know how to take power away from your furnace and then restore power back to your furnace, that will reset everything down there so it can send a charge to your Nest. So, and how long do you unplug it for or turn off the power for? Probably only about a minute. But check with your manual, because you're dealing with system that I'm not familiar with what you have. So if you know how to reset your furnace, do it. If you don't know how to do it, then contact technical people, because I'm not here to help you fix your furnace, because there's so many different varieties. I'm here to show you just two things on the Nest. One is checking the battery, and second thing is how to go charge it if you want to quickly charge it. Now 3.726, you can see it's climbing. So I could just leave it here and hope that it connects with the internet. But the problem is, unless this is connecting with the internet, you don't know if it's going to run its battery down. Once it does connect with the internet, let's see, I'm going to connect done here. Once you do connect with the internet, it should show up right on here. And I'm going to go through there. It tells the name of your network. See how it says network? It tells the name. Okay, so I have internet. Otherwise, it'll tell you no internet, low battery. Okay, so if you are connected to the internet because you reset your modem, You should be able to just totally leave this alone and do nothing else. But sometimes this system gets so low, like mine did. You can see my battery was very low. If you want to give it a quick charge, you can pull it off the base very carefully so you don't drop it. And notice it'll say for your furnace to work, you have to have this connected. So when you do this, you got to be doing this at a time when you're home so that your dog doesn't have to wear a windbreaker in the house. So it should only take maybe an hour. In my case, I had it connected simply about 15 minutes and it charged it right up. So set it down, because this is glass, so set it on a soft surface and then grab your charge cord. It's going to be a standard charge cord that I don't know the name of this, but it's used for most cell phones. It's a mini, used for Android phones. It's not an Apple. Apple products are not something I deal with because they're very, very expensive for every single little component. There, just plug it in. Once it's plugged in, it's going to tell you that to use your thermostat, you have to have it attached to the base. Of course you do. But you can see the green light flashing at the top. That's telling you that your system is charging. So just leave it for an hour and come back to it. We'll go have some coffee and think about things. And I'll be right back after an hour passes by. All right, time has passed by. This unit is charged, at least somewhat. And like I say, as long as you have internet, this system should continue to charge for you. And then the dog won't have to wear a jacket in the house. All right, so connect this back up, line it up carefully, and push it in and snap it in place. There. Now, you can go through settings again and go all the way to make sure that you still have internet. Yes, Nest app is connected. That means it's connected to your smartphone. You have a network that's connected. So you're sitting good. You're all set up and nothing says low battery anymore. But you can go into technical information and look at the power and see how much battery. You can see my battery didn't charge much, but to be honest, for this video, I only charged it for about 15 minutes. So it will charge it up adequately, and your system should run just fine and not need any other intervention as long as you have internet. The moral to the story is, if you notice internet down, go reset your modem. And typically to reset your modem is just unplug, wait for about a minute, maybe 30 seconds to a minute, plug it back in. I do that several times a week because with all the electronics I have, my system needs to be reset quite often. There you have it. If you have any comments, and I'm sure there's a lot more things I haven't mentioned, and specifically because I'm only talking about the Nest battery issue and the internet. And I'm not even going into much about the internet. I'm just saying the internet signal loss all night long makes your battery drain down. And then you're going to see low battery. Don't sweat it. Get your internet reset, get your battery charged up, and then leave it alone. Once the internet's hooked up, you actually don't have to take it off the wall and go charge it. You really don't, because it will sit there and trickle charge over time. And that's why I'm putting it back with my volts being so low, because it has internet, it has connected with my phone, and it is charging. And if all else fails, if you know how, and I'm going to be very careful in saying this, if you know how to reset your furnace and air conditioner by removing power from it and restoring power to it, if you know how to safely do that, you could try that too. Because sometimes the charge that's going up to your Nest head is coming from the unit, the logic unit down in your basement or in your furnace. And because there's so many makes and models out there, with some with gas, and I don't want to mess with that. So only reset your furnace if you safely know how to do that. But you shouldn't have to do that. All you have to do is get internet back to the head of your Nest, and you have to make sure it's charging. And if you want to give it a boost charge, I showed you how. Otherwise, thanks for watching Frosty Life. My dog can take her jacket off now because it's going to warm up in here, and I'm going to go have some more coffee. Thanks for watching. I want your comments. I want your experiences. We can all learn from each other.